So my Zarya is going through a bit of a rebuilding phase. I've been watching a lot of VOD reviews, been watching top level play, and trying to take their good habits and overwrite my bad habits with those. But it's been, I don't know, kind of rough so far. Our team comp here, the only real question mark is the Junkrat, but he's not bad on the first point of this map if the player knows what he's doing. Like you see Seagull play him a lot. So what I want to be doing is using my shields more selflessly. So by that I mean really want to build energy with my personal barrier more than my projectile barriers. And so yeah, the Pharah comes and boosts everybody off down onto the ground anyway. Here's my first projected barrier to save the Ana, and I get a full charge out of that, and so that's good. But then I kind of back up. I didn't really get a lot from my own personal barrier because the fire wasn't concentrated on me yet. Pharah, if I had gotten her, this would be okay, but instead she just draws my attention up into the sky, and everything kind of goes to hell down on the ground. Like, this is just pandemonium. I don't know, like, it's really hard. I had no idea what was going on at this point. Here's the Genji, who's picking away at my Reinhardt, and the fight is over right now, but I then walk forward for some reason, get a lot of energy, and die. So I should have left, taken whatever energy I had at that point, and lived to fight another day. Not even the Lucio is going to make it out alive, so there's no guarantee I would have either. We're going to come back up. Let's see, what do I use my barriers on here? Nothing is so far. This is good, because nothing is shooting me. Okay, yeah, I'm going to try and save, I think that's the soldier. So, yeah, Lucio and I then go after the Orisa, but the Zarya is close behind, and then I left, but Lucio didn't know he's staying. I had a shield for him. But yeah, I'm just trying to reset. I don't know what that barrier was. I mean, I guess it got me some energy, but didn't really need to use it. So yeah, now I pull back, and I'm just going to try and hold this angle for a while. That was not a bad shield to get the Lucio out. But then he's just kind of hanging out, and he's going to die anyway. So that's really his fault, I would say. I wanted to shield the Reinhardt there, but somebody, the Ana, stole it, I think. He didn't really need it anyway, but it was, you know, just kind of a good practice to shield the Reinhardt as he's charging in. They were already either all dead or backing off anyway. Ana wants to go over there. I don't know why. Cart's over here. You know, like, we're gonna see them coming from that way, and you know, I guess we could cut off high ground, but they don't try to come that way. It's irrelevant. I have a Graviton. I'm looking to use it pretty hard here. I slingshot there to get 80 energy. So that's pretty good. And then I use a grab, but he of course has Transcendence. And then they use grab, but they don't follow up on it. So this is a fight that we maybe shouldn't have won, but did anyway. Probably just because it's a better defensive position than offensive position, based on what they took. If they came over the high ground, that would have been a different story, but... I'm looking back that way, like, expecting it, and waiting for them to come from there, and they just don't really. Step forward, get some energy with my personal barrier, but then I shield the Reinhardt here, and and then the Genji does Dragon Blade, and I have nothing to protect my supports with. So that was a bad shield, because I was already, like, decent energy, and I had nothing to counter the enemy team as they came in. And the fight devolves from there. Luckily, our soldier has good position up there, and he's able to pick some people off, prevent them from really gaining a lot of ground while we are dead. That's a bad shield because nobody was shooting her yet. And then I don't have anything for the Reinhardt as he charges forward with his nano boost. Of course, I can't get Mercy there, but he had a good Earth Shatter. Cuts off their progress again. You're going to see me float on these stairs here, kind of between the front door and the side door over here, because this is just a really important part of the map to control. You don't want them to come in here and take over the stairs that lead into the inside high ground. And it's pretty easy to keep people out of this door. They don't come over here a lot though, honestly, which is interesting choice on their part. And really, like, they spend a little while here, like, kind of individually ulting to try and get in from the door, and it doesn't work out for them. I didn't need to shield the Reinhardt there. Nobody's shooting him. What if the Genji dives in now and goes after my supports? I don't have anything for them. Nothing. I'm trying to get my last 4% here to get Grav. We're back in poke now for a second. Reinhardt's just been doing work, and he's doing another great Earth Shatter. I almost like make a mistake and go out there, and I probably would have gotten gunned down by the soldier, but I pulled back. Wasn't worth it to go, like, just, you know, tickle their mercy a little bit. Still a Graviton too. I'm not gonna like shoot it out there because, like, what is the point? I want to use it to catch them as they come in. Not like, we're not playing really aggressive here. We're pretty passive. And as I say that, the soldier gets a nice combat visor off. I think at this point I'm just kind of baffled that they're not trying to come through this door, or like even around the long way. I've been able to hold on to Graviton. I don't know why he sound buried there, but then I shield the Ana, and nothing was happening to her. But now the Genji again dives in with his Dragon Blade. So I use Grav and try to get revenge. Not yet. But Mercy I get. Hooray. There I get the Genji. The Reinhardt is now charging in by himself. He's just in desperation mode. Winston chases me back. I'm gonna get the health back, and then come out on top here. Terrible shield on the Tracer there, because my Lucio just, like, literally just died, and she was already running away. This Winston has no idea what to do when he's nano boosted. He could have killed me if he had just kept his gun pointed at me. So yeah, I think our Rhine really clutched it for us here, but also they just made a lot of mistakes. Didn't coordinate at all.
Switching sides.
So we're back to mostly our original team comp, or really the same one. The Junkrat had gone to Soldier, so that was a good switch on his part when we were on the second part of the map. But yeah, we're gonna come out. They have a Symmetra. She's not a big factor in this game, fortunately. And as usual on Dorado, you can just kind of sit behind the payload and spam up onto the high ground here. This is why I didn't want to be up there at the start of the map, because I knew they would either do something similar to this or whatever. Like, you can just hide, use the payload as cover, and then they have to drop down anyway. They pivot to the archway though, and are able to had a sophomore. These have been pretty selfish barriers. Like, I've got some energy here, but I just die because they have too much firepower at that point, and we're not focused on anybody. Winston. I'm not sure who wins. Our Reinhardt goes Bastion though, which you would think is not a good decision necessarily, because then who's going to be the Reinhardt for the Bastion? You know, but I can see why, because we're struggling a little bit on this choke here, which is where a lot of teams will stall out. I couldn't see the Reinhardt really well there, so I didn't have a chance at the barrier. That was a bad personal barrier, because it's just a Reinhardt with a shield backing up and no one's shooting me. And now I don't have anything to save myself from this Graviton. Soldier got the teleporter though, so that's good. Let's us come in here, and at this point, Bastion just decided that we should win the firefight. Arana did too, I guess. But yeah, look at the kill feed there. He just killed 3 people. I don't know how I lived here. It's just lucky, honestly. Anything could have killed me as I was backing up there. So we're coming up around this corner, we've got a lot of ults, and I'm looking to use Graviton. And lucky for me, the enemy is about to give me a really nice opportunity. So, fortunately I am to the left of that ult. And look, this is nice, because we get 3 juicy targets, and our team has surrounded them, and they die. Soldier here decides to make a stand. Not a good choice. So now we're mostly going to get a free walk through this archway where we had stalled them for like 3 minutes earlier.
Acknowledged.
Thank you.
Enemy contact.
And at this point, things just... everything is coming up Bastion. Like... what is there to say? Anything the Bastion doesn't clean up, the Soldier gets. He's been very competent all game, which is nice. Gonna prey on this Zarya's indecision here. She can't decide who she wants to kill. I know I want to kill her though. Well said. Yeah. So honestly, they just completely fell apart. And it happens, like, you know? Like, when a team pulls out Bastion, like, you need to look at what's happening, like, if it's stalling you. Like, it's very rarely going to be a tactical thing, I think. Like, you know how to play against Bastion. Or you're just dead. You're perma-dead, otherwise. So you have to look at what your strategy is, you have to look at your team composition, say, do we have an anti-Bastion player on our team? Do we have a Zenyatta? Do we have Pharah and Widowmaker, provided they are confident players that aren't going to die? But other times, like, yeah, there's not a whole lot you can do when that happens.
Epic.
So I wanted to upload this game mostly because it just shows how much work I have to do. Like, I would say I had a very minimal impact on this game, in spite of the stats you see there. Like, I didn't die a lot. That's probably the best thing I can say about this game. The rest just shows that I can use my shields a lot more effectively under pressure. So that's what I'm going to be working on going forward. Until then,